Hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here. It's another episode of iZombie as we hit episode number 6, and we are about to embark on the second half of this season, which has been superb stuff so far. And things escalated, especially with the Freilich syndrome situation that, of course, Isabel tackled the last season, and how it might be very fundamental in terms of being able to sort this this zombie situation out, due to the fact that Isabel's mother published an article online that's gonna give people an idea that, okay, well, this could be very, very beneficial for us. So, yeah, obviously earlier this season, there was the worry for Ravi that these kids who do also have Freilich syndrome, they might be hunted down, and now that worry has escalated. So, yeah, it's not like Isabel's mother did this deliberately or whatever, but yeah, that's the worry that will probably be going through Ravi's head at the minute. But yeah, it's not, I guess Ravi isn't the only one who's going to be worrying, I guess, in terms of events that are happening in this episode, because obviously we had Blaine in the last episode, and how he saw that article after talking with Al. So, yeah, it's kicking off for Blaine there. So, yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. Very good stuff last time. And I feel like with episode 5, it was probably my favourite episode so far this season. But, yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 6 of iZombie Season 5. Let's go.
Am I a monster? Maybe I've crossed a few lines, but does that make me a monster?
Yeah,
situation.
Now that news has gotten out,
I've stopped. We have supplies for 3
Oh.
days. I need you to tell me the details
it's
of
looking
the
good for
operation so
Blaine.
we can get the brains moving again.
You make these charges. That red button fell at the scene, not hers.
Not hers? Interesting.
No, it's not. We all know the drill. You eat the brain, find clues, blah, 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 case closed. This isn't her story. It's mine.
We're getting a Blaine-focused episode. I'm here for it.
All Polaroids.
How about the mask your journalist friend took pictures of? It's the same one I saw in a vision. I know you killed the mayor.
Aren't you a little fertilized to be having visions?
He
Shut
doesn't
up.
know this-
Don't speak.
Oh,
You
not
know the
him
real lawyers
again.
Here, you're out.
Ah.
Great talk, gang.
From a PR angle, I haven't. I'm gonna need to do
Yeah,
some
you're
fancy filing
messed.
to
You're
see
in
if I
a
can
you're in a
swing
bit of
bail.
a bind there, Blaine. Oh my god.
In the meantime, what do you do?
Speak?
Don't speak.
I do have to get a message to an associate, though.
Oh, well, let me check.
Then speak.
Pretty sure it's legal.
Explains. Brains?
Blaine's brains.
Yeah. Got it.
Brains, Blaine's. Oh, hello.
Gentlemen,
Oh!
let's make a deal.
Fuck!
Stacy Boss.
It's been a while, bud. How you doing, you?
Stacy Boss. Thought you were
sinister
dead.
bastard.
That was close.
Catch being.
A slight cost adjustment. Say, double what you're paying, Blaine?
Oh.
We don't have a budget. I can't agree to that.
I get it. Budgets are stubborn things, but let me just say this. When zombies start tearing humans limb from limb,
That's
my
not gonna
price
be
is not
so
likely
stubborn.
to have come down.
Yeah. Think about
Taking your
it.
advisement.
Yeah.
Tell me you remember the name. Hey, when she told me I dropped the glass. Come on, you have a vision.
He's trying to trigger the visions.
Nothing? Come on.
Was there anything else you noticed that night?
Poor Donnie.
She did have an argument.
If you can.
I don't see why they haven't just taken care of these things already.
Maybe because it's not that easy to go next door and murder your neighbor. And we're talking about the lives of thousands of innocent humans.
Hostages. We do still have.
And there are
brains
some
stockpiled
zombies
for
who are
before we
benevolent.
can
Not
move.
all zombies are going to be assholes or wanting to rip your heads open. Let's say.
Could you loan me $10,000?
He wants you to loan him.
$10,000.
I was gonna say, Donnie can hear.
Damn it, Donnie!
Uh-oh.
Just give me the money!
He just wants you to get him the money.
He is sounding so desperate at this moment.
Me and Pam Hagler watched the One Tree Hill premiere. And I lost my Viva.
If you continue, the scream I utter will shatter the universe.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna scratch and post.
Sharing a nice, crisp Grunier.
Oh no.
You must be Dawn's friend.
Oh, hello. Oh, goodness. Oh, good. He just wants some peace. He just... Oh, no. She's gonna run back to prison like, yeah, just put me in. I don't care about the snakes in the plane bit.
A homicidal thug who thinks he's unique. Because deep down you're special and you're different and you deserve admiration. Like...
I mean, he's a
Peyton
hero.
Charles, the great love of your life.
Oh, she gonna use that ammunition against
The
him.
greatest embarrassment.
Oh.
Child killer shot dead. They would throw me a parade.
I'd be a hero. It's just...
You can show yourself out.
It just sucks for him, for Blaine. Like, Blaine is just not thriving this episode.
The bridge. Don't worry. They won't find him.
Yeah, and neither will Blaine. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me Tanner's gonna die yet. Oh, poor Tanner.
Strike 3, monkey fighter!
I respect your loyalty to Blaine, but there is serious money on the table here, and if we...
Screw Blaine.
He's out. He's done. Holy shit.
I'm in.
Holy shit. You didn't even need to finish.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, someday.
This is the brain she's on.
I sense that.
Oh my god.
Anyone in your life now?
Oh my...
No, not at the moment. Because you're focused on your career. No, that's just what you tell people. Because you don't want to settle. You have standards. Don't worry, we will.
Zombie human peace.
Oh shit.
Hello, kiddo.
What? What's with the wig?
Stacy, I didn't know you were in town.
Oh.
Uncle, oh my god!
The dead fish idea.
We don't serve your kind here.
Oh, if I have to shut you down for discrimination, you won't get to do any more of those fun little TV interviews.
Ooh. Get her! Get her, Major! I love that.
$9.50.
That's a bit expensive, but I guess inflation, right?
They do serve zombies here. Anyone hungry?
Major, you little shit. I love you.
Thank you.
Dolly Durkins is your mother?
Not anymore, I guess.
Ouch.
If I may speak freely, sir, don't underestimate her.
She really hates zombies.
Yeah, we can tell. I don't know what gives it away, to be fair.
Not here to tell me my dream girl's name, then who cares?
Actually, we need to talk to her.
Yeah.
What about me?
Hey, you might get it. You might get it.
What'd you see?
It was the skull.
Oh.
Tattoo, a small, tasteful skull right here.
Movies with Mavis Janning, who left 10 minutes into the show to meet her lover, Bernard Selkin.
Oh, shit.
Alibis.
Dale?
Mrs. Schwartz,
Dale?
did you kill Carol Barbara?
She did.
She
But
set up
there's
my
a more
friend
important
with a
thing.
zombie.
Hold that thought.
Oh, there it is.
Sounded kind of dorky both times, if I'm being honest.
I got you.
I stand corrected.
Just you have to sound smooth.
Extremely dorky.
Ah. Oh, that matchmaker brain is definitely going to give her.
You want millions of customers a day getting a direct appeal from one of the world's greatest philanthropists. And he'll do it all for 90% of our original deal with Blaine.
Oh.
So, unless you've got a better offer.
Do 80%.
Is that we need a new face on the brain business. I'll let the brain plant know to expect your next delivery tonight. That's all.
Ah, he got him. He got him.
Why'd you have to keep the mask?
You should have hidden it somewhere better.
You Maybe out of the brain biz.
There we go. There we go. Oh!
Hi. How'd you get in here? And
does he say don't talk
How
in
long
the
you been
bedroom
standing
as
there?
well?
You have to see. How does $500,000 sound?
Ah.
Once my client meets you and signs off, the money's yours.
Shit.
In exchange for ownership of your brain after your tragic yet inevitable demise.
This is just classic Blaine. It feels good, don't lie.
You need anything else, Liv?
A raise wouldn't hurt.
Ah.
Can I have a gun?
No.
Oh, how about a squad car?
No.
Diplomatic community.
No. I'll wire the money now.
So am I a monster?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I am. Because sometimes they just don't leave me any choice.
I mean, desperate times, really, isn't it, for Blaine? Given the circumstances of his like, things just going down the toilet for him anyway, so, yeah. But, I mean, I feel like it was an inevitability that he would, I mean, he saw the situation in the last episode, and his eyes sprung up as if it was Christmas Day, so, and you know, you got your favorite gift or whatever. And now, especially with the fact that you know, his cures, they got lost thanks to Tanner, Donnie has decided to get in bed with Mr. Boss. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, a licking your lips opportunity for him, and yeah, but I really loved this, like, kind of focused episode in regards to Blaine and Donnie and Mr. Yeah, like, just seeing how the entire situation with Blaine's brains, eh? No, that entire situation, having the majority of the focus in this episode, was just pretty nice to see unfold. So I mentioned in the last episode, or in regards to the last episode, that I felt like it was my favourite of the season so far. Though this episode might have taken that crown, because it was just phenomenal all throughout. And it's funny because it was pretty much a live light episode, I would say. We didn't spend too much time on, of course, the murderer and everything. And even then, like, it was like just passed off because the person who did the murder said, well, yeah, it had something to do, of course, with her kid as well. So yeah, with her kid being a zombie. And it was just like nothing, like, especially in regards to Clive, who was dealing with Dale's situation with her pregnancy. She's on maternity leave, so like, I don't know, I just love the way it was handled, because it wasn't really the forefront of this episode. It was more so about Blaine and his empire just taking a bit of a beating, and yeah, it was just really neat stuff. Of course, we still got to see some development in regards to forces outside, I guess, the whole Blaine situation, as well as that focus on Liv with that person that got welcomed into the Coyotes. Obviously, we know about the whole situation with that teacher and how he was persuaded, to put it delicately, to basically be a bit of a spy within Liv's group. So, and obviously that's escalating with him, you know, getting this person in the group, even though there's some kind of shady shit going on there. So yeah, but it was just really great stuff, like, all throughout. I gotta say, Major was an absolute boss in this episode. I mean, not only was he just very great in terms of bugging the office, of course, and confronting Dolly, and just having the shit-smirking, like, like just that presence on him, but he also really outshined against Mr. Boss. The fact that he was able to overcome him was just really great. Like they had Mr. Boss and Donnie backed into a corner and basically made them fall on their knees, having to make them settle for like just getting the one up on them in general. It's just it was just really great to see. And you know what? Even though I'm sure this is going to come back and bite Major in the ass at some point, at this moment, he's got every right to just be at peace and just be, chilling, etc. And to be happy with himself because, I mean, the fact that you've managed to overpower Mr. Boss is just an achievement on its own. But this entire episode was just a great day for Major. So you have Blaine, who's just in a bit of a rut all over, and then you have Major, who's just living it. He's just and not just that though, but of course with him being able to find a way in terms of dealing with this whole brain shipment situation. With Ravi's help as well, inadvertently, I guess. It was, like I said, he got every reason to just be over the moon in this episode. Like, he could just be joyful and, it wouldn't be overdoing it whatsoever. So he deserved that. So, yeah. But yeah, I could understand about Donnie as well, just being done with Blaine's bullshit as well. I mean, there did seem to be that unhealthy relationship, more and more, of course. And, Blaine does have there is a lot in regards to Blaine where he's just not really healthy for even someone like Donnie, who, he's not just he's not just a henchman or whatever. Like, you can't just take his character for granted, really, because he does thrive in all of that. And there comes a breaking point, really, for people like Donnie, where your greatness has been taken for granted, and you're just getting to a point where you're just done. The limit has been reached. So I can't exactly blame this whole loyalty to Mr. Boss now, like, especially with the fact that the fact that he is essentially the uncle to Al was not something that I would see coming whatsoever, but it makes sense as well with how Al brought him down. And obviously there's been this feud with Mr. Boss and Blaine, so it makes sense to use a bit of that weakness that Blaine might have, and send Al in to bring him down, and then just take charge, really. So yeah, very, very insane stuff there. But yeah, it was just a really, really well constructed episode in terms of the focus on Blaine and all of that. So and it is refreshing as well, like, especially when we didn't really have much focus on the crime of the week, because from time to time you can very much appreciate a bit of a break that one might have in regards to deviating away from one of, I guess, the core elements of iZombie. Because I think a lot of people might agree that it can hit the realms of obviously being a bit repetitive, and it's all well and good, like, focusing on Blaine and just having the story shift towards him, since obviously Blaine and this whole situation, especially with the deal with Fillmore Graves and everything, like, there is a high level of interest in terms of his character. So deviating away from the whole lift situation is something that one can appreciate for this one episode. So but it was really, really superb stuff, this episode. So which of course does put Blaine in a bit of a, like, with, it's like I said in not the last episode, a couple of episodes ago, obviously, even if things look damaging for Blaine, there's always a way for him to... he can fall in shit, come out smelling of roses. And even when... I feel like this episode was his biggest gut punch, I would say. And yet, he's still thriving because of the fact that, obviously, he's taken the whole Freilich syndrome situation as a very opportunistic move for him. Like, where do we go from here after Donnie has decided, you know what, I'm done with your bullshit, and, financially, it's looking a bit tight for him. Al has exposed him, and, it is that case of where do we go from here, and, with the fact that he noticed that Dale was pregnant, which isn't really something that zombies associate themselves with. And the whole Freilich syndrome situation, it gave him a really, really good idea in order to stand on top of the world again. So, and he's managed to seemingly influence one person, and there are hundreds of kids. So, it's going to be really, really... devastating to see him just go after the hundreds of kids, because we know how ruthless he is, and it's going to be very, very rough in regards to just seeing hundreds of kids just being targeted, hunted down to fuel Blaine, really. So it was pretty great stuff. Like I said, I really loved the whole situation with Major and Dolly. I don't know, it was just really, really great. I mean, there was a bit of focus there as well, because one of the Fillmore Graves soldiers is the son of Dolly, and she disowned him completely because of, who he was. It wasn't because of the fact that you've joined Fillmore Graves, and I don't have a very, very high opinion about Fillmore Graves. Dolly is just anti-zombie, and she'll do anything to make sure, like, we've seen what she's capable of. So she'll do anything in making sure that her agenda is, stands tall, etc. And I mean, I was gonna say it shouldn't really come as a surprise that she's disowning her son. Because she willingly influenced one person to commit a suicide attack on a bunch of zombies. So there isn't really any line for Dolly whatsoever, I would say. But it was really, really great stuff to see. See Major just absolutely have this shitty grid against her, and then just have all the zombies just queue up behind her van, etc. And so. Well, I do feel for the son, to be fair, because it does touch on a parent, especially with the fact that her son is a zombie, and we know how heated she has gotten in regards to what zombies are like. You do feel, because her opinions on zombies is just very, very disgusting at times. And it just does remind you of someone who might be disowned because of your sexuality or what you believe in. There are going to be parents out there who will want nothing to do with their children because of the fact that they are not straight, because they believe in a certain religion, and you kind of get that vibe here. Even if her son, who might be a human, would support zombies or whatever, there would no doubt be I would say there would no doubt be maybe not as extreme as she has in regards to her son right now, but there might be some risk of her disowning her son because of just how her views against zombies are. So it was really, really neat stuff. It was just really, really wonderful seeing Blaine's downfall continue. I mean, like I said, it's a fallen chick come out smelling of roses situation again for Blaine with the Freilich syndrome situation. But it was really really it was really really great to see you know, just Blaine's operations just you know, fall apart with you know, financially it is, well, the fact that he you know, expects to be a god essentially, and you have all of this exposure against him, and that's starting to affect him. It is kind of glorious to see, even though I think a lot of us love Blaine and all of that, but it's all got something to do with the consequences of one's actions, and we're seeing that happen with Blaine. Donnie, even personally, like, I think with Tanner's death, that was the line drawn for Donnie. I feel like he was just shouldering everything, and obviously things escalated in terms of the neglect that Blade has, when like things escalated when he was just not in a great position, when he lost control, and he yeah, really like, I especially with when he raged out against Tanner, yeah, so especially, but you know, those cures are big moolah for Blaine, and he is not someone who's like, this is not going to be an easily forgivable thing for Blaine whatsoever. So you know, this is like, you know, you've just pulled off the heist of the century and you've lost like 75% of the take. It's just a random example. I mean, yeah, you don't have to take it seriously, but just say something like that. It's you know, gonna get you shot in the head basically. So yeah, but it was just really really great stuff this episode. I really loved it, and like I said, my favorite episode probably so far this season, and yeah, just fantastic stuff in general. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!